In this problem, we're being asked to graph a hyperbola, and it's not given to us in standard form. So we have to do a little bit of work first to put this in standard form. The thing I notice right off the bat is that it is set equal to 36, and standard form, it has to be set equal to 1. So the first thing we need to do is divide everything, both sides, by 36. What that means is that on the right, you'll have it set equal to 1. And on the left, we have to do each of these terms separately. 36x squared divided by 36 is just x squared, but I'm going to write this as a fraction. So we're going to call this x squared over 1. And then we've got minus y squared divided by 36, so minus y squared over 36. Now that's looking a little closer to standard form. It seems like we might be missing the h and the k, but we're not really. It's just that they're 0, so they don't show up. You'll notice it says in the title here that this is centered at the origin. So that part we don't really need to worry about. In fact, I'm going to just draw in the center right there. Now the next step with a hyperbola after plotting the center is to sketch in this rectangle. And the rectangle has the width of the square root of this denominator of the x term. So we're going to go 1 to the right and 1 to the left of the center for the x. And the y, we need to take the square root here. The square root of 36 is 6. That means we're going to go 6 units up and 6 units down here. So here and here. And then we can sketch in the rest of that rectangle. So we got a tall, skinny rectangle. Now, in this case, we have a hyperbola that's going to be opening to the left and right. We know that because we have the x term minus the y term. X term minus y term, it opens left and right. If it was the y term minus the x term, it would open up and down. So the vertex is going to be where it lines up with the center and it touches the edge of the rectangle. So one vertex will be right here and one vertex will be right here. So we've got our vertices. The only thing we need now is the asymptotes to plot this. So we need to draw in our diagonals. Let me grab a line tool. So to draw the diagonals, you're going to draw the diagonals of the rectangle and just extend them out. So start at one vertex, go to the opposite, make sure that extends all the way on both sides. Okay, close enough. Let's try the other one. Okay, so there are our asymptotes, and then once you've got your asymptotes, you can just sketch in. So starting at the vertex and then approaching those asymptotes. Like so, and like so, or close enough. So you can see this is a very kind of wide open hyperbola. But that is how to graph a hyperbola when you're given this equation that's not in standard form.